Hey guys, Jared here, Magnetic Men's Club. Hope you're having an amazing day. In this video, I'm actually going to go over an email that I got from a woman who watched my porn addiction video. And she found me on the website and decided to write me a letter asking me for some advice or some clarity on her boyfriend. And she thinks he might have a porn addiction. Now, the reason why I chose this letter is because a bunch of stuff jumped out at me, and I'm going to change her name. It's going to be Patty. We'll call her Patty. Because this isn't so much a video on help, my boyfriend doesn't want to have sex with me, I think he has a porn addiction. This is really more of a video on, based off her own letter, how she cannot take any responsibility at all for the situation she's in. She has no clarity of thought on this. She's actually just blaming her boyfriend. And so we're going to go through this email, and I'm going to give you guys some context. I don't mean for this video to be funny. It probably is, because I'm a funny guy. I'm hilarious. But this is the stuff guys think about, and I don't have a filter. So this is the stuff we think about. This is the gist of it. So I appreciate you taking the time to read this email. I just got done watching your porn addiction video, and I feel, again, the feel word, I feel like my boyfriend might have a porn addiction. See, recently I had a cyst near my vagina area, and it had to be drained. I'm sorry. When you lead with that, here's probably one of the reasons why he doesn't have to want to have sex with you, Patty, is you just had surgery. Maybe he was there for it, I doubt it, but he knows about it. And something had to be drained near your vagina. My God, of course he's freaked out. Of course he's disgusted. Why wouldn't he be? This is exactly like when my wife had my firstborn, Madison. Of course, I was in the delivery room, and I was a combat medic. I saw a lot of shit, but I've never seen a birth. I've seen a woman go into labor, but I ended up getting her to the hospital before I had to fucking do anything. But an actual live birth, I've never seen it. I've seen it on TV. We've kind of played through the scenario of what you do. But when you actually see the woman you love and this fucking alien coming out of her vagina, and this bluish blood just coming fucking out of her, of course, every guy gets freaked out. Now, of course, you're going to have some guys on here and girls, white knights, say, that's the beauty of childbirth. Fuck you. What I'm saying is, it's kind of disgusting. Yes, I loved my wife, I loved my daughter, but I didn't want to have sex with her for a while, and I'm kind of glad in one way, between you and I, she tore, because we had to actually wait for sex even more for that to heal, and I needed some time to process what the fuck I just saw. So of course, Patty, he's probably a little weirded out by having sex with you, because you had something drained on your fucking vagina, of course. I mean, this would make sense. So, during this time, this healing time, she gave no context of how long she couldn't have sex. She just said we couldn't have sex. We couldn't have sexual intercourse. Here's what I need you to understand on this. We were unable to have sexual intercourse for a short amount of time. Again, no context. Did the doctor say a week, 2 weeks, a month? You can have sex after our checkup? I don't know. She didn't say. I have no idea. But let's just assume it was for a month. That's probably a fair assessment. Leave a comment below if you're an OBGYN or you're in that and there's a cyst, and what's the normal time? I don't know, but let's say it's a month. She's unable to have sex for a month, but that doesn't mean she's not able to have sex at all. So, no context here, but during that time, she said, my boyfriend started watching porn. Patty, this is bullshit. Your boyfriend has always watched porn. Does it mean he has a porn addiction? No. What it means is during this time, you had a medical thing you had to take care of. You couldn't have vaginal sex. You didn't say anything about, a mouth hug or the back door. You didn't say anything about that. And none of your rest of your email even said that part, that you offered that. So my guess is you were probably selfish and you didn't offer any of that either. So what's the guy to do? He's watching some porn and he's taking care of business. Great. Oh, here's the best part too. He decides to start watching porn, and then she goes, and I was okay with it. Who gives a shit if you're okay with it or not? He's watching porn. You just closed down shop. Your giner's out. Probably all other avenues you've limited or you said no to. So he's going to watch porn. He doesn't need your fucking permission for that. He's got to do what he's got to do. He's a man. You're lucky this isn't a video where you said he banged somebody else. He started watching porn and jerked off. It means he still likes you. So let's think about that, my God. Anyhow, let's go back to this. When I first tried to have sex after my wait time, again, who knows what the wait time was, It's like he didn't want to, as there was little or no effort. Again, yes, because you just told him there's this cyst that had to be drained out of your goddamn vagina. He's fucking grossed out, I guarantee you. He could be like, yeah, I love her, but he's got this visual. Guys get these visuals in their mind and like, oh, that's disgusting. It took me a while to, I had sex with her and it was just kind of get it in and get it out. But to really want to have sex with her, it did take me for a while. It had nothing to do with I didn't love her. I was weirded out. I was like, ugh. I don't know what to tell you. That's how guys think. That's how guys act. The point is, nowhere in your email said he stepped out on you. He's just watching porn and he, is taking care of himself. Now you're healthy again. You're able to have sex and he's a little weirded out. Well, it takes a little time to kind of get back into that rhythm. Then she says, time passes and we finally start having sex again more regularly, but he's unable to ejaculate. I notice he closes the door when he goes to the bathroom. She did an air quote. Basically, she said, I know what he's doing. He's in there watching porn. Please help. I think his porn addiction has gotten the better of him and it's starting to affect me emotionally. Okay. There's a lot of other bullshit in there, but this is the gist of it, guys. Somebody doesn't just start watching porn. They've always watched it. Now, did his porn usage go up during your downtime? Maybe. And again, I think that's probably a healthy thing, only because he didn't step out on you. You didn't say he did anyway. The other part is, and I don't mean to be mean about this, is you put no context on how old you are, if you're a fatty, if this surgery caused you to gain weight. You put no context behind this. So it's hard for me to actually judge or to tell you what areas to look out for or what you probably are missing. So I'm going to kind of just spitball here. Number one, again, he doesn't have a porn addiction. He's probably just skeeted out a little bit about your surgery, your health, just like I was about my wife and my daughter at the time. It did take me a little while. When we started doing it again, it was a little weird, and then eventually I got over with. Is that your problem? No, I'm not saying it is. What I'm saying is, it is what it is, okay? Have you talked to him about this would be my second. Normally women don't. They say they do, but they use accusations to their boyfriend that you're using porn and I can't believe you like porn more than me, and you're just accusing the guy and he doesn't want to get into it with you. Sit down and talk to him. The only person that knows is him. So sit down. It could be something as simple as that. And that's just something he's got to get over. That's just something he's got to kind of deal with. He might even say, what I'm thinking is, bitch, for this period of time, you closed down shop medically on one area. You never bothered to try the other areas to meet my physical needs. You never bothered. You shut down shop altogether. He might be pissed. He might be like, what the fuck? If you were hurt and you were injured and you just did not feel sexy, I'm sorry, but did you have a conversation with him about this? My guess is no. Most people don't have conversations about this because they don't want to feel uncomfortable. But you're making him uncomfortable, and you're making the world uncomfortable by emailing a complete stranger this when you could just ask him. I guarantee you, if he loves you, he's going to tell you what it is. Another thing maybe that you haven't considered is he's been losing sexual interest in you for a while, and this surgery either pushed him over the edge, or this surgery he was able to use as an excuse to amp up his porn watching and to sort of wait it out. I don't know. It could be another possibility that you haven't thought about. Another possibility, Patty, is the type of sex that he wants isn't the type of sex you're willing to give. And it just takes a matter of time where he's watching porn, he's watching that type of sex he wants, and that's how he's able to ejaculate. Does that mean he's addicted to porn? No, he's stimulated by that type of sex. It goes back to asking him some questions. What is it about these particular videos that you like? Maybe it's farm animals. He's like, baby, I just want a fucking baby cow watching me as I rail you. I don't know. I guarantee you haven't asked him any of this. During this entire time, let's take out sex in this. Let's take out the fact that you have two other businesses that you could open for him. Were you being affectionate to him at all during this downtime? Were you maybe rubbing his back or cuddling with him, or were you doing anything to show him affection, or was it all about you and your healing time? I don't know. Again, this could be another reason why he's withdrawn from you, because when you were going through your surgery, you completely withdrew from him emotionally, physically, and sexually. Have you thought about that? Probably not. My point is, all of my questions are going to be centered on you have to ask him these things. He'll open up. He'll tell you if you give him the space and not act as the judge role where you're sitting over him like you're the mom and the son and you want answers. Give him the space to say, yeah, here's what the deal is. Here's why I've been skidded out. Here's why I'm a little bit upset about the situation. And then when he does tell you these things, you better not fucking judge him for this because you asked him. Now, it's entirely possible too, Patty, he might not know. He might not have no clue. Again, I don't know how old you guys are. You've left no context at all. He might work 12, 14 hours a day and you forgot to leave that out. So yeah, you think he doesn't want to have sex with you. He's just fucking tired. I don't know. But he might not know either. But this is why you have to have a conversation. This is why you have to open up that lines of communication in a way that he feels like when he tells you something, he's not going to get shame, guilt, insults, the need to be right, your sign language that you guys use and all this shit. This is why guys just don't talk to you. This is why we don't fucking talk to you. So if you're willing to listen to him, ask him the questions, and then give him the space to tell you what's going on. And if he says he doesn't know what's going on, that's great. Ask some more empowering questions. What's coming up for you? How do you feel about the question that I just asked you? You have to dig. Some guys you have to dig at a little bit more. This is what I do for a living. My point is, I love the fact that you reached out to me. I love the fact that you were open enough with me to tell me what's going on. But none of this I can help you with because you didn't really give me a lot of context, and really you should be asking him these questions. You're completely fine asking questions to a stranger, but I just feel like you did not tell him or ask him these same questions. If you want a healthy relationship, if you want to get back to that sexual desire he once had from you, you got to get awkward. You got to have this conversation with him. That's all I got on this one, guys. My name is Jared. This is the Magnetic Men's Club. If you have an email, you can always go to our website. My email address is right there. You can drop me an email. You can feel free to leave me a comment on any topics you want to talk about. We can do videos on that. My name is Jared. This is Magnetic Men's Club. We'll talk soon.